Welcome to the tutorial video for how to configure your Services Hub on-demand assessment for SQL Server. In this video, you'll learn the prerequisites to setting up your assessment, the requirements for the user account used to do the setup, step-by-step instructions for completing the setup, and finally, you'll see how to view and analyze the results of your assessment. If you haven't already, you'll need to install the Services Hub on-demand assessment agent on your system. You can watch a short tutorial video at the link displayed here. To configure your SQL Server assessment, you'll need a domain user account with the following rights: a member of the local administrative group on all the servers in your environment, and the sysadmin role on all your Microsoft SQL servers in your environment. You'll also need to enable PowerShell remoting on all those SQL servers. Now, to begin configuring your SQL Server assessment, we need a working directory for the assessment's data and the path to that directory to reference in the commands. This directory will be on the C drive with the name OMS. Next, launch a PowerShell prompt by right-clicking and choosing Run as Administrator. Then, run the command as add-SQL assessment task. And halfway through typing the command, you can press Tab, and if you see the line autocomplete, you'll know that the agent setup module is loaded successfully. Next, add a space, a dash, then tab again, and in a string of semicolon separated values, enter all the SQL server names you want to assess. We recommend a maximum of 40 server names per command that you run. So within double quotes, enter all the SQL server names in the environment that you want to assess, and enter a space, dash, and tab again. It will then ask you for that working directory, and you paste in the path to that directory. Now the assessment task scheduling is complete, and it's safe to close the PowerShell window. So now, open the Task Scheduler, expand Microsoft, Operations Management Suite, Assessments, and then SQL Assessment. Right-click the task and choose Properties, then Triggers, and edit the trigger to run 3 or 4 days later. Once this is done, right-click on the task and choose Run. Now go into your working directory to make sure things are working fine. After a few minutes, you'll see files generated here. Go into the Data Model folder and make sure that you see all of your SQL servers being discovered. Next, go into Logs and open the Discovery trace to make sure there are no unexpected exceptions. Finally, after 3 or 4 hours, you can analyze the results of your assessment. You open your OMS workspace, and for your SQL Server assessment, you'll see Recommendations. Clicking on the tile will show you all the recommendations. Clicking one of the recommendations will show you that recommendation, the issue, and the suggested action to fix the issue. This also shows the impact of the issue on your environment, the probability of the issue reoccurring, and the effort needed to mitigate the risk, and finally, which servers and other objects were affected. This concludes the configuration of your SQL Server on-demand assessment.